Well, it's been a rough couple of days for Henrico County Commonwealth's attorney candidate Matt Geary. He lost the support of the county executive committee on Monday. Today, he has learned that Congressman Eric Cantor has withdrawn his support. Geary's been dogged by the revelation of an extramarital affair and some other issues. Mr. Geary joins us now live to discuss the status of his campaign. Mr. Geary, thank you for being here.
Sure, absolutely.
First question I have for you today is obviously you've learned, in fact, you told me just now that you learned through my Twitter account
I did.
that Congressman Eric Cantor has decided to withdraw his support of you. He was an early supporter of yours, as early as 2009. How does this affect your campaign going forward that perhaps the most powerful politician in Henrico County no longer supports your effort?
Well, first I'll confirm I did find out about this because I do follow you on Twitter, and I appreciate finding it out. I'm not surprised that I didn't hear directly from Congressman Cantor because he's very busy, as everybody knows, in Washington, fighting to keep taxes low and to keep the government operating properly. So I understand why he was doing that. In terms of moving forward, while I'm certainly disappointed that Congressman Cantor has withdrawn his support, I understand. I disappointed several people, lots of people in fact, with the decision I made last year. First and foremost, my wife, my 5 children, my mom, dad, sisters, brothers-in-law, nieces and nephews, a whole lot of friends and supporters, because I made a very poor decision. I exercised poor judgment, quite frankly. And so Congressman Cantor withdrawing his support, I'm certainly disappointed because I want his support, and I hope to gain it back. And I think the way you gain it back is through your actions, not through words.
But it doesn't affect your campaign at all. You're going to continue to move forward, and you hope to win this race in November.
I am moving forward with this race. I have been, since September of 2009, committed to winning the Commonwealth Attorney's race in Henrico County. When I started the race, those in power suggested that I couldn't because I wasn't going through the normal Republican machine. But with my friends and supporters, we've been very successful, and we will continue to be. I don't hope to win this race, Ryan. I will win this race.
Now, the possibility emerges now that the Republicans could find another candidate, perhaps a high-profile person in Henrico County that could run as an independent to challenge you in November.
Sure.
How does that affect you, especially now that you won't have the party apparatus behind you?
Well, I go back to what I said a moment ago. The party apparatus has never been behind me. So I've been doing this with my friends and my family and my supporters from day one. And my supporters aren't just Republicans. There are independents, there are Democrats, there are Tea Party members, there are people that aren't affiliated with the party. They are my friends, and frankly, there are people that are tired of business as usual. They want to see a prosecutor that's going to be nonpartisan, who represents all 306,000 residents of Henrico County, those law-abiding citizens. The fact that there might be somebody that steps in this race at this late moment as an independent, I certainly don't want an opponent. Nobody running for office would want an opponent, but I'm not concerned about it in the least. And in fact, I'll tell you, if it's a high-profile person who's a Republican, it's my understanding under the bylaws that that person would have to actually quit the Republican Party to join the election, and anyone that supports them would also. And I hope that doesn't happen, because what that does ultimately is weaken our party.
My last question for you.
Sure.
Obviously, there are people, I don't know if the right word is to say is out to get you, but there are people that are in opposition of you.
Sure.
Are you concerned that there is anything else from your past that could emerge between now and Election Day that could further damage your reputation in this community and affect this campaign? Or you feel that everything that you have in your past has now fully come to light?
What I would tell you is I don't think there's anybody out to get me. I think there are some people who are very disappointed in my decision from last year that have decided not to support me. I'm working to gain their trust again. Moving forward, we are simply going to move forward with our supporters. In terms of whether there's anything else out there, those who have opposed me from September of 2009 have been looking for things about me and have gone so far as to suggest things like a failure to pay a $75 homeowners association bill. They've suggested that my wife owned a company that went bankrupt, which is actually totally false. They've gone so far as to suggest that 15 years ago, my law partners and I had a controversy about our rent, and that there was a lawsuit, which was amicably resolved, and all those people are very big supporters, including the investors from my wife's company. So they've gone around, those people, and I don't think they're out to get me. I think that they are concerned about me because I made a bad judgment, and I understand that. But I think the issue is whether I'm the person that's most qualified to be the Henrico Commonwealth's attorney. And if you look at my record as former chief deputy in the city and as a criminal defense attorney now for a total of 16 years, having defended and prosecuted capital murder cases, having run the day-to-day operations of a 100-person office, the second largest in the state, and a multi-million-dollar budget, I think I am the person to be the Henrico Commonwealth's attorney.
All right, we've got to go.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you being here, sir, and
Certainly.
we'll keep on top of it over the next couple of months.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
I'll keep following you on Twitter.
All right, thank you.